What's up YouTube? Welcome back. Thank you for those who viewed my previous videos about TFA and the experience of literally as a teacher super unprepared. So today we're going to be talking about something so exciting, and I know my voice is a little bit low. My roommate is still sleeping. It's 11 in the morning, and we are going to be talking about money. Money, my friends. Something that a lot of people are not willing to share, but I'm going to do it anyways. So 3 things, okay? Salary, I'm going to talk about 3 things, okay? So first one is salary pre-tax, okay? My first and my second year. Right now I'm in my second year. The second thing is salary after taxes per month, a comparison between my first and second. And the last but not least is how I got a 20% raise from first to second year. Okay, so let's start off with salary pre-tax. So let me write this down real quick. Okay, this is my first year, about $52K. My second year, 67,000 with 40 bucks. Okay, so that is a huge increase. And even I was caught off guard. I was like, that's almost 70K. What the fuck? Okay, so relatively per month, and I'm just rounding it up so it's clear to you. So my first year, 3,500, second, 4,500. So a jump of 1K. Okay, so you're probably wondering how the heck did that happen in 1 year? So let's now talk about Alliance. Okay, so Alliance is the charter network that I work under, and they are one of the largest charter networks in Los Angeles, in California, and they obviously pay very well in comparison to other charter networks. I know KIT pays about 45K pre-tax, so that's very low, and for a first year unexperienced person. So let me take you to how this looks like. Okay, so what here, okay, kind of focuses. All right, beautiful. Okay, so we're right here. So 2017 and 2018. Okay, entering, that was my salary last year, right? So I was placed in the step 1, okay, because I came in with no experience at all. Okay, now 2018 to 2019. Okay, based on my effectiveness score, okay, let's say, and these are the scores, okay, so it's haz de cuenta, just think of it as your GPA, okay, entering 1.0, achieving 2.0, effectiveness, you get the point. Okay, so for step 2, okay, I guess my GPA, and I'll show you what that looks like right now. My GPA was a 2 point, I call it a GPA, but it's really your effectiveness score, was a 2.94. So almost a highly effective teacher. So right now I'm at effective. So because this is the second year, I earned 67,040. If I made no improvements, stayed at 1.0, this would have been my salary. Still a 2K increase, but even though you didn't perform well. Achieving 60 grand, effective 67K. I could have gotten 74K if I would have gotten a 3.0, but I didn't. Okay, so now what consists of a highly effective, or what consists of all this, what consists of the effectiveness score? I'm going to talk to you about that in a little bit. So here we go. So the first one, okay, it is classroom observation. So this affects 50% of your effectiveness score. And basically what it is, you have 4 different classroom observations, we just call them formals, throughout the year. And yes, you get informal classroom observations so that you can get an idea of what you can do to be better and to prepare yourself for that formal observation. And so that takes up 50% of your score, and there's a specific rubric with unrealistic expectations, but that is how it is. Okay? Number 2, academic growth. So if you see, the ones in green are the ones that do not affect me. I'm sorry, that I contribute directly. The ones in blue, I do not contribute directly, but it is still part of my salary, I guess, if I want to increase it. So 2 is academic growth. So this is based on the results of students' Lexile reading scores in English, and not in Spanish, which is the subject that I teach. So they say that I do contribute to it because I use certain skills in my class that can be used in English classes. For example, citing evidence, justifying your evidence, and analyzing, blah, blah, blah. Number 3 is student survey. This, basically students are given a survey about my performance as a teacher and how effective I am. And so that's 10%. So academic growth, 25 and 10%. Then I'll give you guys a list of what this looks like, and I'll show you how what my scores were in each one in a little bit. So my 4th one is parent surveys. So parents are also given surveys about the operations, the culture, communications at our school. That is about 10%, I believe. Professional responsibilities. Did you go to PD? Have you been on time? PD is professional development. They're like little meetings for teachers. And do you come here on time? Are you following the rules, etc.? That's 5%. Okay, so all of this consists of that effectiveness score that I mentioned at the beginning. Okay, so now I'm going to show you my scores. And I'm going to be real with y'all, like, novice teachers suck, right? And so I'm going to show you how that reflects, or that proves that. All right, here we go. Okay, if this thing wants to, there we go. Okay, so as you can see, okay, classroom observation 2.3, academic growth measure to 3.8. Students are pretty good in their Lexile stuff. Student survey 2.8, parent satisfaction 3.5, and then I got a 4 on my professional responsibilities, with a total of 2.96. So I was super close to getting that highly effective salary of $74,000, but I guess it is what it is. And they gave us this report at the end of the year, exactly like, for example, this, the student perception survey, a bunch of questions. What else? I guess my scores as my performance, right? What else? Again, parent satisfaction survey, a bunch of questions that the parents received. Okay. Okay, and here I'm going to show you a sample of how, and it says here that it's just a sample of how the teacher score is calculated. And if you guys want me to send this to you or email it to you, I'd be happy to. I don't know if they have this in, what's it called, on the website, but that's like the math stuff right here, right? Okay. And like I was telling you guys, like, the score, I could have gotten a highly effective salary, but I didn't. Okay, so let's get back to talking. So as you can see, I think in general, Alliance does pay fairly well to their teachers in comparison to other schools and other charter schools. But again, Alliance makes you do a lot of work, a lot of unnecessary work, and it's bombarding. And it's not just from like the school, it's like the charter network in general. And I know the principal has expressed to me that there's pressure from uppers, like people above her, and that's why she pressures us a lot. And so I think they have more pressure because they're a charter school, and if they're not performing well, they shut down and they lose money. And so I think that's why they pressure a lot of their teachers and students as well. And for So I always compare Alliance like the devil, right? Because they pay well, but they also like make it hell for you. So my recommendation, if you are a teacher or even a TFA teacher and you're in a tight spot, try Alliance, but be wary of, not be wary, but just make sure you ask a lot of questions during your interview about the school operations, about students, about certain things, making sure that, I think a lot of recent grads, what they do is they go apply for jobs and they try to make themselves, how can I make myself a good candidate for this company? More than, is this the company, or is this the charter school, or is this the school that is right for me? So making sure, because basically your work is going to be your life. So really do choose the right company, the right school, the right job for you. Okay, don't just conform to, okay, I'll just go there because they accept me. No, you also do not want to be controlled by or abused, or maybe abuse is too extreme, but you get the point. Like, you want to make sure that you are going to be treated fairly in that place, in that job, because it's going to be your life. This teaching stuff is my life, and I feel like I should have asked more questions at the beginning. I didn't even visit my school placement until the first day of work, like, because I was in San Jose, I wasn't even in LA. And so there's a lot of things that I could have done. And if you guys want more videos about what questions to ask during those interviews, please let me know. I'd be happy to. I think I have some really good insight in that. Is there anything else that I need to talk about? I think that is it. If you guys have any more questions about this, oh yes, if you have any questions regarding, actually I'm gonna create a video pretty soon about how this actually looks like on, after, you know, paying your bills. Did I have money left over? How financially responsible I was with all this money that I had. I will make that video pretty soon so that you guys can get an idea of how that looks like with your bills and all that stuff. Okay, but thank you so much for watching, and again, please connect. I am happy to help. I just helped out some, there's a girl that commented about, you know, she's thinking of TFA LA and TFA San Diego, and I connected her with someone that was from San Diego. So I just wish there were more people that are reaching out for help and asking more questions before they get into this bullshit program. If they do want to get into it, right? Like, if they do want to, I'll try to help you the best way possible to get the most information, but I also low-key want to discourage people from getting into the program, because it's just so, the sole purpose of it is not something that I value. And please watch my intro video for more information about that. I talk about my personal value, my personal opinion about TFA. So there it is. If you have any more questions, please comment, subscribe, do your thing, please. Let's connect. Nos vemos.